Time for another Mark's Comic Haul. Y'all, this is going to be a big one. I wasn't expecting this, but fell upon a quarter comic sale and bought a lot. So I'm warning you now, this is probably going to be long. I don't know. I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as I can, but we'll see. And then I've got a couple of recent back issues I picked up, and then some dollar books. So anyway, if you guys are new to this channel, if you like this content, my name is Mark Walters. This is called Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. Thank you for joining us. If you do enjoy this content, please do me a favor and like and subscribe down below. I am trying to build up my subscriber count and hopefully get this channel to a point where I can monetize it. So I would very much appreciate it. I've actually been posting a lot of videos lately, probably more than I normally do, and part of that was me trying to catch up because I had been promoting Dallas Comic Show a couple of weeks ago, and I've got another Dallas Comic Show coming up on November 6th and 7th, so mark your calendar for that. If you're in the Texas area or surrounding states and you can figure out a way to get here, please do. DallasComicShow.com. I had somebody ask me, they actually sent me a private message through email, and they asked me, they said, where are you getting your backing boards? Where are you getting your bags and boards from? Because a lot of comic shops are having shortages right now because of COVID. Well, I tell you, my shop is no exception because I've been buying Mylar bags and boards, and I usually get the Mylites too. But there's a huge Mylar shortage right now, so I haven't been able to get any. So what I did was I went on eBay, and I think it's called Columbia Sport Hobby. I've actually ordered from them before, and they sell these. These are called Max Pro. These are Silver Age comic bags, and these are Silver Age comic boards. And they sell these together. You can buy, if you want, you could just buy 100 of them from them. But I actually found on eBay they sell in bulk. Which I need. I need bulk because I get a lot of comics, and I still have a lot of comics I'm trying to bag and board. So I bought 1,000 bags and boards, shipping included, and it was $179. That's a great deal. Now, I will tell you, the bags are not as pretty as Mylar. I mean, these are just like, but I'll show you, like, okay, here's a free comic book day book. This is one of the bags. Now, if you hold it just right in the light, you might notice a little bit of waviness to it, but it's not bad. It's worse on the back. And it has the, what do you call it? These things where you can, like, pull the flap down and it'll stick to it, so you really don't have to use tape. So if anything, it's kind of more convenient. I wish I had the Mylars back, and I hope I'll get the Mylars back, but that's what I've been using, and like I said, heck of a deal, because 179 bucks for 1,000 bags and boards, that's crazy cheap. Like, that's, you're not going to get much cheaper than that. And these work pretty well for what I need. The bags are very clear. You know, for bargain books, they're great. I wish I had nicer bags for some of my nicer books, but hey, that's what it is. All right, so let's get into the books. So back issues first. I went to Boomerang Comics in Louisville. They still had some of their free comic book day books out, and they don't stamp them, which is wonderful because I hate it when the stores stamp them. So I got another copy of We Live. The Boys. Man, this book is hard to find in good condition. Almost all of the spines are just jacked up on this The Boys Hero-gasm free comic book day book. I found literally one copy that looks decent. Something about that book, it's just really hard to find a good copy of it. And then I got Star Wars: The High Republic, High Republic Adventures. You might remember I showed you a copy of this before. I got it from another shop that had put a sticker on it, and I tried to pull the sticker off and it ruined the book, so I was happy to get that. Then they have boxes of dollar comics where everything in the box is $1. And you can find all sorts of crazy stuff in there. I found some of the Art Germ covers for Dark Knight's Metal. This is Dark Knight's Metal number... What is this? Number... I don't know what number this is. Number... I don't know. It says Dark Knight's Metal C, but I think... Is that the cover, or is that number 6? I can't even read that. Anyway, Art Germ Mr. Miracle. I think I already had one of those, but I was happy to get another one in this. This is the Art Germ. This looks like number 4. Death Metal Green Lantern. And then I thought this was really cool. This is the Dave Finch Swamp Thing cover. Pretty neat. That's Dark Knight's Death Metal. Again, it says C, or it looks like it says C. I don't know if that's a 6. Hard to read. Happy to get these. Infinity Incorporated. This is issue number 21, which is a Crisis of Infinite Earths crossover, and this is early Todd McFarlane artwork. These books are always fun to pick up if you can get them cheap. I would never pay more than like $1 for one of these because they're really not worth anything. They're just cool books to have. Oh, and this also says the new Hour Man and Dr. Midnight. Now, they're supposed to do something with Hour Man, apparently. Like, it's going to pop, was it popping up in one of the movies or something? And then this is Infinity number 24, also another Crisis crossover. And as I recall, this particular issue really ties into Crisis on Infinite Earths. Like, if you read it, it's got a lot of... I think this is the one that has a lot of content. Maybe it's the other one, but anyway. Detective Comics Annual number 3. I just didn't have this, and I thought for $1, you know, this is a $4.99 book, and yeah. A lot of times I'll pass on the annuals unless something really cool happens in them. Amazing Spider-Man 352, just a cool Mark Bagley era issue of Amazing Spider-Man, which I don't think I have. And then real happy to get this for $1. The Losers Special number 1, guest starring Sergeant Rock and the Haunted Tank, and somehow this is a Crisis crossover as well. But look at that Joe Kubert war art. Love that, love that, love that. Really, really great. So yeah, those were all $1. And then I picked up from the local comic shop some books I did not get last week that I meant to, like Geiger number 6. I don't know why, I just missed it. It was right there in front of me and I missed it. There's a different cover. There's another cover I need to pick up that has the character Junkyard Joe in it, which is getting a spin-off book. And then I was happy they still had these on the shelf because this book's got a little bit of heat on it right now. This is Marvel Action Origins number 3, featuring the origin of the Hulk and the origin of Venom. And that's cover A, that's cover B with Venom. And then this is the 1 in 10 Agnes Garbowska variant cover. And I was really happy they had this because this book apparently is pretty hot right now. And I got a good deal on that. And then I also got this at Boomerang Comics, and that is Star Wars The High Republic number 9. I think this is the 1 in 25 variant cover featuring the new Jedi character. So very happy to get that book. Alright, are you ready? So here's what happened. I go to Zeus Comics on, what was it, Thursday? Yeah, Thursday I think it was. It was either Thursday or Friday. And he has a bunch of boxes out and they say 25 cents. I'm like, and he points it out. He says, hey, I got some quarter comics over here. And I'm like, okay, what's in there? And he goes, it's a lot of stuff I don't want to have to inventory, so I'm just putting them out for $0.25. Well, he knows I'm a sucker for quarter comics, so box 1 of 2, and they're both packed. Now I'm going to go through these as quickly as I can, but someone made a suggestion on one of my previous videos. There's a way you can change the speed at which you watch the video. You can change it to like 1.25. You'll get through this a lot quicker. I don't blame you if you do that. You can probably still understand what I'm saying and still see the comics. Alright, so we'll go DC first, like I traditionally do, and then we'll get into Marvel and Independent. Okay, Future State. I'm going to start off with all the Future State books from DC. So we got Future State, Dark Detective number 1. A lot of these I got 2 copies because he had 2 copies of almost every book. So this is Future State Dark Detective number 3, and there's 2 copies of that. That might help me get through this a little bit quicker since I'm doing 2 copies of most of these. Future State Dark Detective number 4. This is the Brian Boland variant cover. Really happy to get that. I don't think I picked that up when it came out. I don't know why. Probably because there was too many other books that week. Future State The Flash number 1. Got 2 copies of that. Future State Gotham number 1. This is a cool book. It looks like manga on the inside because it's all black and white and it's done in a very, very like manga style. And I do believe there's a first appearance in this book. Got 2 of those. Future State Gotham number 1, cover B. Obviously very manga influenced. Got 2 of those. Future State The Next Batman number 1. Got 2 of those. Okay. Future State. Future State The Next Batman number 1. This is the blank cover. Got 2 of those. Most of these he had 2 of each in the box, which I'm guessing he was like holding back 2 copies of each book like for inventory, and he just didn't want to bother with it. So you'll notice that almost every single book in here I have 2 copies of. I saw it, I grabbed 2 copies, I was like, whatever, I'll take 2 copies of that. And some of you guys might be wondering, what do I do with these books? Like, for Dallas Comic Show, we do VIP bags where we'll put Marvel Comics and DC Comics in them. A lot of time that's where these end up. But sometimes I'll find something I'm looking for and I'll keep it in the personal collection. It just depends on what it is. And then some of it I'll put aside in case I want to do like a, awesome act of kindness or something. Awesome Comics, Action Comics 1031. This is the Tedesco cover B. Got 2 of those. Action Comics 1032. Again, the Tedesco cover B. Got 2 of those. I really like that cover. Action Comics Annual number 1 of, or I guess it's just the 2021 annual. It's not annual number 1. Superman Action Comics 2021 annual. And I got cover A and cover B. I guess that's the new Jonathan Kent Superman. Batman 104, just a really nice cover B. Got 2 of those. Again, these were all a quarter a piece. I had to buy the bags and boards, but, quarter a piece. Really shocked that he had this in here. Batman number 106, first cameo appearance of Punchline. There was only 1 copy of that in there, but it's in perfect shape. All of these are in perfect shape. I don't think there was maybe 1 or 2 books that were a little bit dinged, but for a quarter, it's like you can't really complain about it. Batman 107 cover B. Okay, see, now you see this on the bag here. That kind of was what I was trying to explain to you guys. These bags, that's the big difference between these and like Mylars. But honestly, if you're just looking at the book, like without a light shining on it, you can see the book perfectly well. So these bags are great. Anyway, I got 2 of those. Batman 110, the Jock cover B. Only got 1 of those. I think I was the first person to hit the boxes too. So I think these were all like fresh picks, for me. So that's nice. Okay, we're getting into some cool stuff here. Batman, The Adventures Continue, Season 2, number 1. Got 2 of those. Cover A, I believe. Now here's where this is just like, for a quarter, crazy. I can't believe for a quarter. Catwoman, 100-page, super spectacular, the J. Scott Campbell cover. This is like a $10 book, And this is one of those covers that, like, I can't have enough of this because it's just such a cool book. So, got 2 of those. Checkmate, number 1 of the new miniseries. Got 2 of those. Boom. The Conjuring, The Lover. Uh-oh, hang on a second. Books are falling. Books are falling. Books are falling. Okay. The Conjuring, The Lover. This is number... Oh, God. I can't see. Number 2. Sorry. The VHS cover variant. I just got 1 of those. DC Pride #1 with a Jim Lee cover, and this is another $10 book for a quarter. Crazy. Detective Comics 1038, just a really nice cover B by Lee Bermejo. Got 2 of those. Very happy to get this. Green Arrow 80th Anniversary. This is the Michael Cho 1950s variant. And this is a book I did not buy, I don't think. So I was very happy to get it. It's another $10 deluxe format book. So I just got 1 of those. Green Lantern 80th Anniversary 100-page super spectacular. This is the Tommy Lee Edwards 19... Oh, wait. So this is the 1950s cover. So what is this? This is the 1940s cover. Sorry. This is the 1950s cover by Tommy Lee Edwards. And I got 2 of those. And then this, I think, is just like the modern, like, regular store shelf cover, you know. Like it's current, basically. Got 1 of those. And again, $10 books for a quarter. Crazy. Alright, let's get into Harley Quinn 75, cover A by John Timms. Nice book to have. This is the last issue of the whatever, not the current Harley Quinn series, but the one right before it. So I got 2 of those. Harley Quinn 75, the Frank Cho variant cover. Very nice to get that for a quarter. Got 2 of those. Harley Quinn #4 from the current series, the Derek Chew cover B. Got 2 of those. Harley Quinn #4, this is the Pride variant, featuring Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Really nice cover, just had 1 of those. This is a nice book to have right about now. And that is Infinite Frontier #0, which I believe is, what is this? This is credited as first official appearance of Yara Flor, and then is it like the first new Robin, I think? Or so there's something in this book about Robin, I can't remember. Anyway, they had 1 of those, cover A, and then they had 2 of the cover B variant. Anyway, it's a hot book. It went into second print. I don't remember the specifics of it, because I've slept since then, and it's hard to keep all this stuff straight sometimes. Infinite Frontier, this is the new miniseries, issue 1 of 6, and I'm glad they had this, because I think this is another book that I did not pick up when it came out. Okay. Oh, man, we're getting into some cool stuff here. Alright, so, Legends of the Dark Knight #1. This is that new Batman series. The, was it Dave Marquez cover A? Got 2 of those. And then look at this. Are you kidding me? The Joker #1 cover A for a quarter, guys. Crazy. Got 3 of those. The Joker #1. This is the Frank Quietly variant cover. The Joker #3, cover A. Got 2 of those. Very happy to get these because I already had some of these, and I just think it's one of the greatest Joker covers probably ever made, and that is the Dave Finch cover for Joker #3, where it's a playing card. I feel like this is one of those destined to be iconic covers that people go looking for. So really happy to get those. Okay, we're getting close to the end of the DC stuff. Joker #4. This is cover A by, what is that, John Timms, I believe? Or, yeah, is that John Timms or is that Gillum March? Oh, you know what? That may be Gillum March. Yeah, it's Gillum March. Sorry. I don't know why I said John Timms. Got 2 of those. Joker #4. What is this? I guess this is like the cover C, I think. Or maybe cover B, I don't remember. Anyway, Punchline. Got 2 of those. The Joker number 4. Maybe this is cover B. Yeah, maybe so. I can't remember. Anyway, this is the... is this Perillo? Yeah. Pfft, great cover. Got 2 of those. Justice League Infinity number 1. I just got 1 of those. I don't think I had this book, surprisingly enough. Okay. We're wrapping up DC here pretty quick. Actually making pretty decent time here. This is DC Represent issue 1. This is another $10 book. And celebrating powerful voices, celebrating collecting issues 1 through 7 of Revolutionary Digital First Series. Now this is a book I did not have, and I got 1, 2, 3 of those. And like I said, that's a $10 book, so that's pretty nice to have for a quarter. Here's a book I was really happy to see in there because this book actually sold out when it came out. This is Stargirl Spring Break Special One Shot, featuring artwork by Todd Nauck. And it's written by Jeff Johns. And I got 2 of those. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow number 1. This is cover A by who is that? Is that Lee Weeks? I can't tell. Anyway, cover A. Got 2 of those. Cover B by my boy Gary Frank. I dig this cover. Look at Crypto. Look at Crypto. He's so pensive. Got 2 of those. This is Truth and Justice number 5, the DC Pride cover featuring Batwoman. They just had 1 of those, so I grabbed it. Wonder Woman 774, just a really beautiful cover B. Is that Josh Middleton, I think? And then I was surprised to see these in there. Wonder Woman Black and Gold. This is issue 1. Is that Jen Bartel, I think? I got 2 of those. And then the Joshua Middleton variant. They just had 1 of those. Okay, so that's all the DC stuff that they had for a quarter. I mean, God, you know, if that was all I got, like, if that was the entirety of what I got in this quarter comic sale, I would have been happy. I would have walked away like, man, I totally scored there. You know, got some great stuff. Can't complain. Certainly can't complain about the price that I paid for it. But that's not all. Okay. Now, let's get into some Marvel and some independent. Has everybody here seen Suicide Squad? I think it's about to go off HBO Max. So if you haven't watched it, now would be a good time to watch it if you have HBO Max. And if you have watched it, fake mustache. Alright, Aliens Aftermath number 1. Now I'm glad they had this because I bought, what was it, cover B to this book? This is cover A, and I got 2 of those. So I didn't have that cover. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 70, Prelude to Sinister War. Got 2 of those. Amazing Spider-Man, the Chameleon Conspiracy, number 1. This is the Spider Villains variant cover. Avengers, number 36, the Fortnite variant cover featuring She-Hulk. Happy to get that. Oof, man, I cannot believe they had these in there for a quarter. I've lucked out with these. I've got so many of these, and I'll buy them all day if I can get them for a quarter a piece. So this is Avengers number 37, the Alex Ross Black Panther Timeless variant. These I did put in Mylar, as you can see. And I mainly put them in there because I can fit these in there with the bag and a board so that you can put them in there that way and see the back. So I got 2 of those. And a little disappointed. If this is my biggest complaint, I'm doing okay. So they had 2 of these. This is Avengers number 42. Now this is the Hawkeye variant cover, but what's interesting is for some reason on this issue they printed the paper they used was like extra flimsy. And I didn't notice it when I picked these up, but you know, they had 2 of them. This one is perfect. This one has a tear at the bottom, and I did not notice that. So someone's going to get that one for free. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I'll give it to somebody. But I didn't notice that when I bought it. But hey, if that's the worst problem I have with a quarter comic sale, I think I'm doing pretty good. Black Cat number 7. This is the Phil Jimenez Pride Month variant cover. They had 2 of those, so I grabbed those. Really happy to get these. Black Panther number 25. This is the Stormbreakers Peach Momoko variant cover. Got 2 of those. There's the back. Really nice cover. And those I put in Mylar as well. I'm having to be really sparing with my Mylar because basically I pulled Mylar off of like True Believers reprints. I was like, these don't deserve Mylar bags and boards, so I'll use these for like better books. Okay, so Black Widow number 8. The Adam Hughes cover, got 2 of those. Captain America number 30, Alex Ross cover. Got 2 of those. Champions Outlawed number 1. This is kind of a hot book right now. Anything Champions is selling well. I got 2 of those. That's the Ron Lim. I guess it's a variant cover. Happy to get this. Champions number 4. This is the Black History Month variant cover featuring Riri Williams. I guess I should be calling this Champions Outlawed because technically that's the title of this book. So Champions Outlawed number 4, Black History Month variant cover. They only had 1 of those. Children of the Atom number 1. Got 2 of those. I think this ended up being kind of a hot book, didn't it? Introduces a bunch of new characters. Daredevil number 31 from the Chip Zdarsky run. Got 2 of those. And that's the Lockdown Part 1 storyline. Cool book. Demon Days X-Men. This is the Peach Momoko. This is a 3rd printing. And I actually didn't realize that when I bought it. But still kind of a fun cover, so. Demon Days Mariko, number 1. And this is the, I guess, is that, yeah, Peach Momoko cover. And this is not a, like, 2nd print. Oh, they had 2 of those. Some of these they only had 1 of. And if they did, I still grabbed it, but. Demon Days Mariko number 1. I think this is Jen Bartel. Really nice cover. Smart me. Demon Days Mariko number 1. This is the J. Scott Campbell variant cover. Definitely a nice cover to have. Okay, what else we got here? Okay, we got Guardians of the Galaxy number 15. This is the Phil Jimenez Pride Month cover variant. I have most of these, but I think I missed a few, and so I was happy to... Oh, I got 2 of those, by the way. I was happy to get... I think they had all of them in there. Hellions number 13. This was a cover I told you guys to buy in one of my previous hauls because I went to like 4 different shops, and all 4 shops sold out of this cover. And now there's a new cover coming out that almost is like a companion piece for this that I think has Rogue on it. Anyway, this is Hellions number 13, the Psylocke, the mini Psylocks, all the different, you know, variations of Psylocke on one cover. And I've picked up several copies of that. They only had 1 in the quarter boxes, but That's kind of a cool cover to have. And like I said, I think there's a companion piece coming out that goes with it that has Rogue on it. I'm pretty sure it's Rogue. Maybe it's Phoenix. I can't remember. Excuse me. This is Heroes Reborn #1, the Captain America trading card variant cover. And, oh, you know what? On this one, they had 3. I grabbed 3 of those. Someone's going to end up with one of those. Someone's going to get a gift. This is the Power Princess number... Oh, God. This is number, what, 2? Or maybe this is number 6. Anyway, Heroes Reborn. I think it's number 6. Power Princess trading card variant cover. And they had 2 of those. This is the number 6 connecting variant with Power Princess, which I really dug this cover when it came out, and they had 2 of those. Going through these and saying, like, I have 2 of these, I have 2 of these, makes it a lot faster, actually. Heroes Return, #1, and I guess this is the connecting variant cover for Heroes Return #1. And they had 2 of those. And then this is the Heroes Return #1 Thor trading card cover. And they just had 1 of those. So, okay, we're done with all that Heroes crap. Immortal Hulk #48. Man, anytime I can get my hands on Immortal Hulk books for $0.25. You kidding me? So we got Immortal Hulk #48. 2 copies of that. Immortal Hulk #48. This is the Peach Momoko sketch variant. Infinite Destinies Captain America Annual #1. This is the Travis Charest variant. I got 2 of those. That's a cool book because it's got a first appearance in there. Infinite Destinies Amazing Spider-Man featuring Star Annual #1. Got 2 of those. Iron Man #9. Number 9. Mike from Comic Crypt to Castle Hills will appreciate what I just did. Iron Man #9. Iron Man, Alex Ross cover. The Marvels #1. This is the 2nd printing. I didn't know that when I bought it, but that's fine. Like I said, a lot of these will end up in my VIP bags at the show anyway, for Dallas Comic Show. Marvel Voices Pride #1. This is, oh God, who is this? I cannot think of the artist. I wish they would put the artist name on the cover, like just put it down at the bottom and say art by so-and-so, so we didn't have to play these guessing games. Anyway, they had 1 copy of that. They had 2 copies of the Phil Jimenez variant cover, and by the way, this is a $10 book. So that's the Phil Jimenez Pride Month variant cover, and I have 2 copies of that with America on the cover there. That's a $10 book, guys. So 3 of those in a row. That's like $30 that I got for $0.25. Crazy. The Mighty Valkyries #1. Just 1 of those. The Mighty Valkyries #1, or I'm sorry, #3. This is the Phil Jimenez Pride Month variant cover. Got 2 of those. Night Gwen #1 from Heroes Reborn. One of these is a little damaged. I think this one on the front, it's got a little ding right down there in the corner. But they had 2 copies of that. Giant size or planet size X-Men #1. This is the Terry Dodson variant cover, and I got 2 of those. Reptile, or is it Reptile? I don't know if we've ever determined. I think it's Reptile. Anyway, this is the cover B, I think. Yeah, it's the cover B variant edition #1. Got 2 of those. That's a cool book to have. I think that book sold out, didn't it? Man, so happy these were in there, especially with the movie just out, and I really hope you guys have made an effort to go see this movie, because I've seen it twice and I loved every second of it. Shang-Chi, #1 from the new series. And this is the... is this Derek Chu? I think this is Derek Chu. I hope it's Derek Chu. I'm pretty sure it is. Now, I have this book, but I was happy to buy it again for $1, and they had 2 of those. Guys, please go see Shang-Chi. It's a great movie. They did a really good job on that one. I hope people go out and make an effort to catch it. Taskmaster, #3. Introducing Tai Gukgi. I know I'm butchering this name. I think it's Tai Gukgi. I think that's how you say it. I hope I'm correct. But I've heard people say 10 different variations of this name. This is the second printing, and what's cool about this is it actually has him on the cover because he was not on the cover of the first printing. So they had 2 of those. I'm going to guess it's Taigukki. I guess that's how you say it. That's just a guess, though. All right, so... Oh, my God. So many books. United States of Captain America, #1. With the Alex Ross cover. Cover A. Got 2 of those. First appearance of Aaron Fisher. Venom, #200. This is the Varej variant. This had a few little dings in it. Like it's, maybe been handled roughly. But still, $10 book for $1. And when I say dings, I mean like there was dings on the cover. I don't know if you could even see them, to be honest with you. Web of Venom Funeral Pyre, #1. Written by Cullen Bunn. They had 2 copies of that. They only had 1 copy of that Venom 200. And that was the only Venom 200 they had in there. Wolverine, #13. Wolverine fighting Deadpool. Got 2 copies of that. Wolverine, #13. This is the Phil Jimenez Pride Month variant. Featuring Dakin. And again, this is one of those names that everybody argues about, because some people say Dakin, some people say Dakin, some people say Dakin or something like that. I think it's Dakin. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. X-Men #1. The new X-Men #1. 2 copies of that. Cover A. Or I guess that's cover A. And then this is X-Men #21. I guess I should have showed this first. This is the Phil Jimenez Pride Month variant cover. Featuring Mystique. Okay, that was it for Marvel. Now we're getting into independent. Not as many independent, so we're almost done. This book was also damaged, and I didn't notice it until I picked it up, but I didn't have it, and I wanted to read it, and for $1, I'm more than happy to pay $1 just to read it. And that is Ant #12. And as you can see right there, it's pretty badly dinged up, but that's fine. For $1, I don't care. Crossover #7. Don't ask me why. So this is when Chip Zdarsky came in and guest wrote Crossover for Donny Cates. And don't ask me why, but I got 4 of these. There you go. It's a good issue, but I think that was kind of an accident. I don't think I meant to pick up 4. Eros Psych #4. This is the what do you call it? The homage cover to Doorway into Nightmare. First, Zatanna or whatever. I don't think I picked this up when it came out, so I was happy to get it. Oh my God, we're pushing in on 40 minutes. This is a long video. Sorry, guys. Everything's Archie #1. 2 copies of that. Fight Girls #1. This is the Mike Deodato Jr. Cover A, or cover B, I guess. I have the Frank Cho cover, but I did not have this cover. This is Geiger #3. Gary Frank cover. Got one of those. I don't know who did that. It's got a signature, but I can't read it. Got one of those. And then this is the other Gary Frank cover to number 3. Got 2 of those. And those are first prints. Geiger's got some heat on it right now. People are kind of picking up all those back issues. Okay, last of the indies. Gods of Brutality, number 1. I did not have this book, so I was happy to get that. Grim Fairy Tales, number 50, featuring the L.A. Garza cover. Kind of a hot cover there. Jupiter's Legacy Requiem, number 1. King Tank Girl. This is going to go fast because there was multiple copies of these. I got 2 copies of this cover by, was that Glenn Fabry? I think that's Glenn Fabry. Yep. Or no, I'm sorry. That is Eric Powell. What am I saying? Sorry about that. Eric Powell, cover A, I guess. Or maybe cover B. And then this is the Brett Parson, cover A to number 1. King Tank Girl, and I got 3 of those. That's a cool book. La Muerta, number 1, Retaliation. This is the standard edition cover from Coffin Comics, and I believe this is by Sun Kumanaki. Kind of a cool book. I did not have it. MFKZ, you know what it stands for. Number 1. I didn't have this cover. I think I bought the cover A. That just have 1 copy of that. Shield, number 1. This is another book I think might have been a little bit damaged, or at least one of them was. Anyway, I got 2 copies of that. The Rob Liefeld cover. Vinyl, number 1. Now, I have the cover where he's got the teddy bear mask on, but I didn't have this cover. This, I guess, is cover B, and they just have 1 copy of that. And last but not least, Wellington, number 1. It's just a new independent comic. Pretty good from IDW. That's it, guys. So all those books I just showed you were $0.25 a piece. I don't even remember. I think I had a count at one point of how many were there. I want to say it's like almost 200 books, but $0.25 a piece. So do the math. It's crazy. Was that like $50 for all of those books? Absolutely crazy. Really, really happy to get this because that was one that they did not have when I went to the store, and really, really happy that they still had this when I went back, the 1 in 10. So yeah, hope you guys are getting all the stuff you're looking for out there. And yeah, check out if you want to get those bags and boards that I mentioned. That I know for some people like Sean Hogan over in the UK, it's not going to do them any good because they won't deliver to the UK. But if you live in the States and you're looking for some cheap bags and boards that will do the trick, I think it's Columbia Sports Card is the name of the seller, and it's on eBay. And just do a search for Max Pro Silver Age comic bags or Max Pro Silver Age comic boards, and like I said, that you can buy them like 100 at a time, 500 at a time, 200 at a time. I chose to buy 1,000 of them, and it was $179 for both the bags and the boards together, and they ship them for free. So $179, and man, they shipped them great. Like, they showed up here without being damaged or anything. I was really impressed. Okay, so that's all I got. I'll see you guys back here on New Comic Book Wednesday. My shout-outs to Spidey Fan, Comic Crypto Castle Hills, Fred Hall Direct Edition, who noticed my Wolfpack shirt. And who else do I want to mention? Mr. Rigor Mortis 86, Thomas Churchill, God, I know I'm leaving some people out. Free Energy, Ian Hunter. I was glad to see Dr. Bonchill is making videos again. Always like that guy. If you want to find out more about me, I'm sure I'm leaving somebody out, and I apologize. If you want to find out more about me, check out bigfanboy.com, which is my long-running movie news website, the longest-running site in Dallas of its type. DallasComicShow.com. Our next show is November 6th and 7th. And also check out my movie review podcast, The Big Film Show, at BigFilmShow.com. I'm Mark Walters with Mark's Comic Hall, y'all, and I'll see you on the next episode.